Hey there everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's video we're going to be answering the question, what is next in love for singles? So for any of you guys out there that are currently single and you're curious to understand what energies, situations, lessons are headed your way in your love life, this will be the reading for you. So let's go ahead and get into our disclaimers. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so some messages may resonate quite specifically to you and your situation. Others of the messages within your selected pile may not, so just use your discernment, follow your intuition. If something feels confusing or doesn't really feel like it fits your situation, simply just release it and let it go. Remember, it's not always going to be possible for these more general, highly viewed videos to resonate with every specific situation out there. If you guys did want to book a personal reading with me, all the details on how you can do that will be linked in the description box down below. And I do offer a singles love reading, specifically for those of you guys that want to understand, what could be potentially blocking love from flowing into your life. And for those of you that want to understand what may be headed next for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So we're doing a pick a color today with our Color Mage Oracle, 3 different piles. For pile number 1, we have this Jasper color. For pile number 2, we have the light Apricot. And for pile number 3, we have red Merlot. So I would love for you guys to go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your love life and what is headed your way. Go ahead and select the card or color that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you there. Hey Pile 1, if you guys chose the Jasper color, this says follow the leader. This will be your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be pretty much shuffling all of our decks on camera today. We're going to start with the overall energy for you guys. So what is next in love for my pile 1 singles? Overall energy, please. Overall energy for pile 1. Okay, so we've got codependency coming up. All right, and then let's take a look. We're gonna pull one of these little love block oracles. I like to kind of start with these in the overall energy because it gives us a sense of any blockages that you guys need to be aware of with regard to the next situation heading your way, okay? So we already have an energy of codependency coming up here, but let's see if we can get a little bit more context for pile 1. So what's next in love for my pile 1 singles? We have fear of loss. You are afraid of losing someone or of being abandoned. Take a chance. Okay. Wow, you guys. All right, so this is the overall energy. Of course, we're going to get a lot more information here, but what am I seeing? I kind of feel like in this next situation that's heading your way, this group is going to be really looking to the other person to take the lead on the situation here. But what I want to say with this Jasper card, this says follow the leader, right? So with these codependency energies coming up, this is the reason I'm kind of feeling you guys are looking to the other person is because codependency coming up in the overall energy, this is sort of talking about almost like feelings of enmeshment, almost like maybe not having your own leadership energy within you, navigating and guiding you as an individual, okay? Like it's almost like the energy that I'm picking up from this is maybe this group has a tendency to just sort of lose their identity or their sovereignty in the other person. Let me know if that's something you guys have experienced before. But this codependency can talk about a lot of things, right? It can talk about what I just described. Codependency can also kind of talk about like when the person that we're connecting with is engaging in problematic behavior, or they're engaging in like addictive style behavior, whether it's like drugs or alcohol, and we sort of like enable that behavior instead of separating ourselves out from it or removing ourselves from it or holding them accountable, right? So there's a lot of different things this could be talking about, but I do feel with the fear of loss, there's definitely a message for this group here around the like attachments that's coming up. And I feel like this group is really needing to make sure that you're staying within your own, like you're stepping into your own sovereign energy and not latching yourself on too much to what the other person is doing, because there could be something about the situation that is not necessarily ideal for you, okay? And so you being able to stick to your own standards and boundaries, regardless of your feelings for the other person, is going to be very important for you. So let's just continue on here. So tell me a little bit more about this situation for pile number 1. What's next in love? Seven of Swords. Show me my pile 1 viewers' energy here. Show me pile 1's energy with this situation, please. Princess of Arrows. Show me their person or potential people that they are attracting. Show me their energy. We have a King of Wands. Yeah, see, with the Star card being here at the bottom of the deck, I do feel that you guys are healing though. Like there's a lot of hope that I feel underscoring this reading. I'm almost kind of inclined to think that you guys might be, with this codependency energy, I kind of feel a lot of my pile 1s are healing from this, right? Like maybe you know or you're aware that codependency issues have been issues in past connections for you. Because I do see within your energy of the Princess of Arrows, Page of Swords, there is sort of a healthy skepticism as you're engaging in this next situation. And with the Star card being here, I do see healing. Healing, hope, and feeling, you know, hopeful and inspired about the future of your love life. So with the Seven of Swords coming up here, I think that there is in this situation an energy of avoidance or something around a codependent dynamic is definitely coming up though, because if you guys kind of take a look at this card, we have the masculine energy kind of asleep here. And then we have the feminine energy that's here in the room with the masculine. And she's taking these arrows and kind of like avoiding, leaving. Seven of Swords is about like taking what you need and going, right? And not necessarily sharing with the people around you why you're doing what you're doing or what's the reasoning behind the moves you're making. It's more of kind of a self-serving energy in a way. And maybe for you guys, it's more like self-preserving because there is an element of fear within this situation that maybe this person will leave you or they will abandon you. And so what I see the Seven of Swords as, swords has to do with the way we communicate, right? It's the way that we communicate. It's the way that we think about the situation. And so I feel like maybe some of this fear could be potentially driving this group to self-sabotage. It's like you're taking your communication and avoiding expressing, right? Because there's a fear that this person is not going to reciprocate or that they will leave you behind if the feelings are not the same, right? So definitely just like an important energy, I think, for you guys to be aware of here. And maybe there's reflection needed around how like codependency issues feed into this for you. You guys definitely are showing up here with the Page of Swords as having a healthy amount of skepticism here. But what I see that's really beautiful are these butterflies, which indicate transformation. Again, I still feel that this group is really blossoming and healing from codependency issues. Even though they do still seem to be present in this reading, it definitely feels that this group is making the necessary changes that they need to make in order to move past this, right? I think that with this next situation that's heading your way, I see you guys asking a lot more questions. I see you guys being a bit more skeptical, following your inner guidance, right? Instead of just, because your person that's showing up here has a very masculine energy. This is a person that has a natural leadership quality, the King of Wands, okay? And you guys, I think, could very easily fall into a situation where you would follow this person because they are so dominant. But I see you showing up and thinking a little bit differently about this, okay? Some of you guys, this could be an older, like another person that, or not another person, but a person that you've already known or connected with. I am getting like a little bit of that with this group. Maybe not for everybody, but this person or situation, like this person is very masculine, right? The King of Wands, they are a natural born leader. They're magnetic, right? So I definitely feel this person will have sort of this magnetic pull to you and vice versa. But if we notice here, I want you guys to notice something. I feel like your fears are definitely being triggered by this situation, because in this card with the situation, we've got someone that's disengaged, right? And then another person that's getting ready to bolt because they feel that the person is disengaged. With this King of Wands here, if we look at the way the spread is laid out, he's facing away from you, my viewer, and you, the situation. So I don't know if this person just has like their own intimacy issues and fears. I feel like they do. Or they may just have, you know, other things going on in their life that are distracting them when you guys initially meet each other. But I can definitely see why that would make you all feel fearful or triggered, you know. But let's see. Let's get a little more info here. So tell us more about this situation for pile number 1. What's next in love for pile 1, please? We have crossroads. Yes. You guys are at a crossroads. You are like in this place where you are really healing from old toxic patterns, specifically around codependency, like we discussed, and moving into a new changed energy within your love life in general, right? And so this is kind of giving you the opportunity. I think this situation that's coming up, it's allowing you to choose, right? Do I want to go back there, or do I want to move forward and try to do things differently? And I think that you're doing things differently this time. I think something that's really important for this group is to not make assumptions, right? Because when you have anxieties and fears about relationships, there can definitely be that tendency to project assumptions onto like why somebody's behaving the way that they are. And so with the Page of Swords, what I see you guys doing is being a bit more curious, right? So maybe maybe understanding that this energy of wanting to bolt is here because you're trying to protect yourself. I think having this in your awareness is really important. With the Page of Swords, though, I see you guys asking more questions, right? Being more logical about things. So if this person is like kind of not engaging with you one day, instead of assuming the absolute worst, it's about being curious and asking them what's going on, right? Let's see what else for pile 1, please. We have fated meeting. So yeah, this situation is destined. This is definitely a situation where you will meet this person. I do feel that they are here in your life for a reason. You're learning, I think, something very important through this interaction if you guys choose to engage, okay? Yeah, see, we have player energy coming up here with unexpected at the bottom. So this person may, with fated meeting and unexpected, this definitely may be something that sort of pops into your life by chance that maybe, like the card says, you were not expecting to connect with this person. But yeah, there's definitely an energy here of this person as well having their own wounds and issues that they need to deal with. I do think this person is very attractive. I think that they attract a lot of attention to themselves, but I think that they also have their own healing to do. Like there's an energy between you guys of avoidance, right? Avoiding emotional intimacy. And that's kind of what the player is, you guys. Like, I think in our society, we give players a little bit too much power. Really, inside, this is a sad freaking energy to be in because you're too afraid to trust one person. You can't settle down. You know, ultimately, you're just jumping from person to person. Your energy is scattered. You know what I mean? So they don't really deserve, I think, all the power that they get because really, this is just like a sad little person that also needs to work on their own healing, you know? So let's see. For pile number 1, tell us a little bit more about this situation for pile 1, and then we're going to close it out by looking at who this person could be for you guys. Okay, so we have, yeah, look what the cat dragged in, return and apologies. So there's definitely like, for some of you guys, this certainly does confirm that this is a person from the past, okay? And that would make sense with the crossroads here because we also have the love potential, right? So there's definitely something about this connection where there's potential to take it in a different direction here. We have hitched at the bottom of the deck, right? So there's definitely thoughts here around, could we transform this into a long-term committed relationship? Or, you know, there's two choices, right? Do we move forward? Do we make the necessary changes to get this growing in a different way? Or is it better if we leave things as they are and as they have been running? Okay. So for pile 1, we're going to close this out. I want to just see who this person is. I feel like probably a lot of you guys already know. So tell us a little bit more info about this next person that's coming into pile 1's life and love, please. We have Year of the Dragon coming up. Yeah, see, this is definitely a very charismatic individual here. I'm a Year of the Dragon also, FYI. Anyone else? What else for pile 1? I was going to say something else, and it just like flew out of my mind. What I kind of think, though, for you guys is that I think that this situation, even if it doesn't last a long time, I feel like it's at least getting you over this healing threshold, right? Because you're going to become much more confident once you follow your own lead. You know what I mean? Instead of giving all of your power up to the other person. Let's see. Yeah, masculine energy. So this person's very masculine, like I was saying. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. We also have an admirer. So this is a person that's had their eye on you for a while, it feels like. Okay, so very, very interesting for you guys, pile 1. Comment below. Let me know what's been going on in your love life. How do you feel like this resonates? Do you think you know who this person is? I love hearing from you guys. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. If you want, hit the bell so you'll be updated when I post, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, pile 2, if you guys chose this light apricot color, this will be your love reading. So we're looking at what's next in love, singles edition. And we have light apricot, release your fears, coming up first. Let's go ahead and grab some other cards just to take a look at your overall energy. Already though, with this light apricot, I do feel a very light-hearted energy with regard to what's next for you in love. I'm seeing testing the waters, maybe getting out of your comfort zone a little bit here, and definitely an energy of moving on from past stuff. Okay, maybe still feeling a little bit apprehensive about engaging, but overall, an energy that feels very light and happy and moving forward. So tell me more. What's next in love for pile 2? Okay, so we have separation coming up. And let's grab one of our love blocks. So overall energy, what's next in love for pile 2? What's next in love for my pile 2 singles, please? We have insecurities. Work on building your confidence and feeling safe in your relationship. Okay. We also have at the bottom of the deck, fixing them. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change. Accept them or let them go. So overall energy, what I see for you guys, what's next in love for my pile 2 singles, I do feel that this energy of facing your fears, releasing your fears, really has to do with freeing yourself from a situation, okay? I feel for some of you guys, maybe there's been someone in your life or maybe a pattern of dating in your life where you've been dating people who maybe aren't really the right fit for you, or dating people who have a lot of issues that they need to be fixing or healing themselves. And this card is really important because it says accept them or let them go, right? So in some of these instances, it's really important, really in all instances, like if you cannot accept somebody as they currently are in the present moment, if you wish that they were changed or different, then it's probably time to release it and let it go, right? Because we can't be with people that we have to fix all the time or that we have to change. We want to be with the person that's ready for us right now, right? So with separation coming up here, I do see you guys making the choice to distance yourself from someone. And again, this is for singles. So I don't know that you've actually been in a relationship with this person that's like committed or long-term. Maybe for some of you, this person's been in your life for a while, but there's somebody that you're choosing to distance yourselves from. take space from. And maybe it feels a little scary at first because maybe this is a comfort zone for you. But I see with the light apricot this beautiful energy of wanting to free yourself and to explore new paths and explore what else is out there here. There is an energy here with insecurities coming up on about confidence, right? So maybe, again, this situation may have been a comfort zone for you. If it's not, maybe this like energy is kind of a subconscious comfort zone for you. There is definitely something, though, for you guys to be working on in terms of how you can make yourself feel safe in relationships through working on your own self-worth, right? Not allowing the bad behavior of people you encounter to make you feel less than, because their own insecurities and issues are about them. They're not about you, right? So I feel this really important. This may be something really important that you guys are exploring at this time. So let's go ahead and see for pile 2. Tell us a little bit more. Tell me more about the energy of this situation. What's next in love for pile 2? Tell me more about the energy of the situation itself. We have an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let's take a look at pile 2, my viewers' energy with regard to this situation. The 5 of Arrows. This is the 5 of Swords. Interesting. Okay, and then looking at any person's energy of significance, whether it's a specific person or the energy of the type of person that they're attracting, please. We have the Death card. 7 of Cups energy at the bottom. So definitely some options, maybe some confusion about a situation too for some of you. Hold on a second, you guys. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this for you. So the energy of the situation with the Ace of Coins, or the Ace of Pentacles being here, is that what I feel is there is this new opportunity being presented to you here in your love life. This gate, though, is closed, right? And so it's up to you guys to want to open this door and walk through it. I do feel for you all that what this Ace of Pentacles is really talking about is this potential new beginning to really free yourself from situations that no longer serve you. And the Ace of Coins, with it being Pentacles, this is all about putting in the effort into something real and taking your time and really allowing it to grow and flourish through care, effort, and planning. So for some of you guys, what I feel with this next situation presenting yourselves in love is that this is a new opportunity for you to think differently about your love life, putting effort into yourself, right? Working on yourself. And then putting effort into partners that actually want to put effort back into you, right? With the Death card coming up here too, I feel like this is also echoing this message of separation, right? Because death is about leaving behind old things that no longer serve us anymore, right? You guys maybe know that whatever the situation is, you've probably felt for a while that it doesn't work for you, or that something's out of balance, or that it needs to come to an ending. And I do see this coming to an ending. I love that we have Pluto here and that this talks about transformation, because it's like you guys, my viewers, are going through a deep transformation in your love life, right? This situation has shown you what you need to work on within yourself. I think it's illuminated your own insecurities and maybe areas of deficiency that you have when you come into relationships with certain types of people. And I think it's also shown and exposed to you, you know, elements of this person or situation that they also need to work on their own healing. And so with death being here, I see this as you letting this situation go, because you have undergone this transformation and are continuing to undergo this transformation of self, right? So now this situation, you've outgrown it. This is why separation is coming up here in the overall energy for you. I see you really wanting to lighten things back up again because we do have a lot of heavier energies here. Death is a tough energy. It's a slow ending. It's something that is coming. It's impending. It can be hard to release the thing that we're comfortable with. But I do see you guys really, really in this energy of being ready to let it go and to place your effort into new, more abundant paths for yourself. With the 5 of Arrows being here, I think for you guys, going back to insecurities here, I think that it can be kind of hard for you to be vulnerable, right? Like the 5 of Swords for me is kind of when someone's getting in their own way. You know, they feel like they have to win at all costs. This can sometimes be an energy of playing games. So one thing I do want to say for you guys is if you are choosing to separate from this situation, this energy, whatever it is, definitely just check in with yourself and make sure that you're really committed to this path. Because if you're just doing it in order to get the other person's attention, I don't think that it's going to work out well for you. I think that you're going to continue to repeat the cycle. So you want to make sure that you let go when you're really ready to let go instead of letting go because you're trying to like win, quote unquote, or have the upper hand rather. Let's see. Tell me more about this situation for pile 2. What's next in love for my singles for pile 2? We have liquid courage. Yeah. You see, there could be sort of this energy for this group of like making this decision when you're under the influence of something. You know, whether it be alcohol or any other types of substances. So you want to just make sure, like I said, that you're really committed to the new path. Okay. We do have new love coming up. Tell me more for pile 2. We have social media. We have text message here. So there's definitely indications of communication with someone new through social media and through texting. But again, you want to make sure that you're really ready for this. With the snake energy coming up, see, we have unfinished business here. This is so interesting. Pile 2. There's a lot of like energies of wanting to move away from something, but then there's also energies of attachment that are still here, especially with the snake. Like you guys, if you watch my channel, whenever this card comes up, I really talk about how the snake, it's not capable of regulating itself, right? It's not capable of regulating its own body temperature, and it has to have an external source of heat in order for it to survive, right? And so I kind of liken this to codependent relationships sometimes where people are overly reliant on another person in order to regulate their emotion and their needs, and they can't always stand alone. And that's something that has to be healed, right? And we have unfinished business here. The snake can also be talking about like controlling energy too, smothering energy. With the unfinished business here, there's definitely still loose ends that are being tied up from a past person for you guys. I feel though with this Ace of Coins and new love, what Spirit is trying to communicate to you is that there is an opportunity for new love out there for you if you're willing to work on yourself, right? And to really reflect on some of these energies around your own self-confidence. It's almost like with the snake, it's how can you guys make yourselves feel safe on your own? Right? So that way you are better able to detect when a partner is not a stable option for you. Okay. Let's continue. What else does pile 2 need to know about the situation, please? We have available. We have Phantom Lover. Okay. I also feel for this group, another type of energy that I'm seeing here is an energy of getting back out there after separation and maybe going out having fun, like going out to bars, partying, things like that, and showing kind of like putting out this energy into the world that you are available for new love, right? I think you guys could also be doing something on social media here, like to put yourselves out there as well. Maybe you're using like a dating app or something like that. Maybe you're posting stuff on like Instagram or TikTok or something, like cute, attractive photos of yourself. With the Seven of Cups and the Phantom Lover, there's definitely an energy of fantasizing here too. So you guys could be kind of more in like a dreamy energy, really like fantasizing and visualizing of the future, of the type of partner that you want. But for this group overall, it genuinely feels like you're moving through a pretty major transition period of really letting go of something very heavy from the past and starting to dip your toe into the future, into the new you. And I think some of the things that you're going to be working on during this time are just building your own confidence, working on your ability to be vulnerable. And learning to kind of stand on your own, regulate your own emotion, or rather regulate your own emotional well-being. You know, kind of like not letting your partner and any like crappy behavior they engage in to throw you off balance as much as maybe it did in the past. All right, so let's see. For pile 2, tell me a little bit about who any significant person might be that this reading is picking up on. So we have Sagittarius energy, fire sign. What else? We have mirror energy. Beautiful. I mean, this could be like for some of you maybe a twin flame energy if you believe in the twin flame journey. Oh my gosh, that is so creepy. We have twin flame here. So what I want to say about this, you guys, is whoever this was that you've been connecting with or separating yourself from, they are a mirror, right? They're showing and reflecting back to you qualities and traits that need to be spotlighted, right? And you've done the same for this person. In my personal experience, twin flames are not always energies that we stay with over time, right? They kind of are here to serve this purpose for us. They're here to help elevate our spirit and to bring to attention certain qualities and characteristics that we need to heal. And you do the same for them, right? In my experience, after connecting with like a twin flame sort of energy, I was able to change, and I'm like totally not even attracted to that person anymore, and they're not to me, you know, and that means that the task was completed, right? So I feel maybe you have a different view on it. That's just my personal experience. But I think for this group, you are separating away from this kind of twin flame energy because something's been reflected back to you that you are needing to work on and heal. There's deep transformative energy here. So I feel like what's really next in love for you guys is an energy of moving away from the situation, accepting the changes, and kind of starting to put yourself back out there in a way that feels good to you, that feels playful and fun, but that's also affording you the opportunity to do the inner work on yourself. All right, so pile 2, very interesting and intense reading. Please comment below. Let me know what's been going on in your life and your love life, and let me know how you feel this message may pertain to you. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next video, and I look forward to seeing you there. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys chose this red Merlot color, this is going to be your singles love reading. So let's jump into your overall energy to see what is next for you guys. So we've got the red Merlot. Let's see what else we get. So tell us more for pile 3. What's next in love for my pile 3 singles, please? Definitely relationships are being specifically highlighted with the red Merlot color. This feels very like passionate, very sexy to me. But let's just kind of see what else we get here. Kind of deep in a way. Like I'm getting deep. Substantive energy from that, but let's see. All right, for pile 3, what's next in love for my pile 3 singles, please? Tell us more. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. We have true love. We have engagement at the bottom of the deck. So something moving to a higher level of commitment possibly for you guys. Let's pull one of our love blocks here. I do think that, like I've said before, I like to have one of these here in the overall energy just so that we can be mindful of any potential blockages that you guys may need to be aware of within your next situation. So for pile 3, tell me more. What's next in love for my pile 3 viewers, for my singles for pile 3? We have comparison. Comparing is unfair. Leave the past behind and see your new love for who they are. So it definitely looks to me like what's next in love for my pile 3 singles is something to do with a new connection or a deepening of a connection that's existing in your life, okay? I'm definitely, like I was saying with the red Merlot, this feels like there's a lot of passion. With the true love card coming up here, it says this is a romance of a lifetime. So this definitely feels like something that has the potential to grow into something much deeper than just like surface level, hanging out type of connection here. It's very passionate energy. There is an energy here, though, to be aware of around comparing, right? So for some of you guys, there could be like someone else from the past that you're comparing this situation to. For others of you, if you've known this person for a long time, there could be something about their past or your past with them that you might still be hanging on to that you need to release. So let's just jump right into the tarot. I want to see what else for pile 3. So for pile 3, tell me more about this situation. What's next in love for pile number 3, please? Tell me more about the situation here. We have an 8 of Swords. Tell me about my pile 3 viewers' energy with regard to this situation, please. We have an Ace of Pentacles. And tell me about any person that they're attracting in. Page of Cups. We do have an Empress here at the bottom of the deck. So beautiful energy. We have Cleopatra and Caesar. You know, Empress definitely speaks to self-love. It speaks of divine femininity. I definitely can feel that this group has done a lot of work on themselves. And you are ready, I think this group is ready for love. I do. I do see with this Page of Cups that there is someone coming in for you. Because I feel like you guys are just really ready for the real deal. You know what I mean? I feel like for this group, you're really ready for the real deal. You're ready for things to move forward in your love life. Maybe you've been single for a while, or maybe you've been dating, you know, lightly. I don't know. But we also have soulmate here. I definitely think that this connection is very important. Any connection that's coming up next for you will be important for you. But you have a Princess of Cups, a Page of Cups here. So I see somebody coming in for you who has an offer of love. They have feelings for you. Maybe it's like a crush. This is also communication energy too, where somebody wants to, you know, kind of just get the ball rolling in terms of starting to talk to you. And I think that if you're ready for it, this is a situation that can really open up to a beautiful connection. With the 8 of Arrows, the 8 of Swords being here, one thing that I do want to say, I kind of feel for this group that you all maybe still have a little bit of fear around love. Because the 8 of Swords is sort of this energy of being trapped or stuck or feeling like things are kind of stagnant and not understanding how to get out of it. But the thing about the 8 of Swords that we have to remember is that it's all in your head, right? This girl, she's trapped around all of these arrows. She's like freaking out about it, overthinking it. But it's really not that deep, right? Like she just needs to stand up and empower herself to move, right? Move out of there. So I want you guys to know for pile number 3 that it doesn't have to be this awkward, right? It doesn't have to be this scary. any fears that you have are just like in your head. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with this person necessarily. Like, I think that this is sort of a message to check into any self-sabotaging thoughts, because they may be getting in the way of you being able to receive this energy that's coming your way, okay? Because I see this really open, beautiful energy that's all around you. Like, there is potential here for love, whether this be one person in particular or just you have people's eyes on you that you don't really realize, because I see you guys kind of being stuck in your own head here. I think for this group too, with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you guys have also been working on your work a lot, maybe. Like, there's an energy here of investing in yourself, of investing in your money, and maybe your life just in general, like your tangible sort of material world and your financial stability and things like that. And I do see here with the Ace of Coins that whenever this offer comes in for you, I see that there is a question of effort for you. Like, how much effort are we going to put in? Do I want to open that door? Okay. Let's see, though. So tell us more. What's next in love for my pile 3 singles, please? What's next in love for my pile 3 singles? We have music. So maybe you guys play music, or maybe you meet somebody like in a musical scenario, like a concert or something like that. It's almost like what I feel with the Ace of Pentacles is maybe you guys have been putting more effort into your day-to-day life in a way that's then allowing you to meet this next person. Yeah, so you guys have been single. I think you guys have just been single for a long time, but I feel like the reason is because of this 8 of Swords. Like, maybe this group tends to feel awkward when people come up to them, or fearful. Again, we have comparison energy, right? So I feel like for this group, it's going to be really important to take any love offers at face value and do not project stuff from the past onto the present energies that are coming into your life. Is maybe, look, she's drinking wine, just like the red Merlot. Maybe you guys are going to meet this person out like when you're drinking wine. Yeah, I feel like this group maybe has been single for a while. Let's see. What else is next in love for pile 3? We have home. And we do have reconciliation. That's kind of interesting. So there could be someone from the past that's here, which makes sense because I was sort of getting that in the overall energy that maybe there's someone from the past where things are moving to the next level, like a higher level of engagement or commitment. For some of you guys, I do feel that you're going to meet this person or encounter this situation in your like day-to-day, maybe like home, like not necessarily your home life, but in your day-to-day like comings and goings and activities. Let's see. Tell me more. What's next in love for pile 3? These kind of flipped over, but I don't know. Let's see. What's next in love for pile 3? We have love chords. Party of 1. Look what the cat dragged in. There's definitely like sort of hints of someone from the past for sure that's trying to come back into your life. But here's what I feel. For this group, I do think that there's definitely this energy of being on your own, right? There's definitely this energy of being on your own, relying on yourself maybe for a really long time. Or maybe this could be new for some of you. It could be a new thing. But for some reason, because of like the deepness of the red Merlot, I just continue to feel like this group is really searching for depth in relationships that maybe you haven't had before. It just feels like a more experienced energy of like understanding yourself and having been single for a while. But I do see you guys being single, but I see there being a lot of opportunity for love coming in for you if you're willing to kind of move out of any mental blockages that you have. And again, I think it's just very important to see the person at face value. Take what they say and do at face value, and do not project stuff from the past onto them, whether it be their own past behavior or stuff that you've experienced in the past in love that's been negative for you. And it definitely seems you're going to meet this person, like I said, in your day-to-day comings and goings, maybe like they're around your neighborhood or the city you live in. I don't know why, but I feel for some of you guys, this is referring to like hometown or like your childhood home. We have the love chords here, which again, it just seems like there's somebody coming into your life from your past that there's maybe still sort of a pull towards that you guys will be encountering here. And you will have the choice to maybe like try something new with this person with the Ace of Coins. So let's close it out with this little deck to see who this potential person might be for you. We do have water energy here. We've got earth energy and we have air energy. But let's see. For pile 3, tell me about this person. Who is this person? Who is the person of the highest significance that this reading may be referring to for pile 3, please? We have a masculine energy. So this person has a masculine energy coming through. I feel like there's just sort of like this need to lean in. It's interesting. I want to stop. It's interesting this masculine energy is coming up because we also have this feminine energy here at the bottom of the deck. And what I'm picking up on here, looking at your cards intuitively, you see here how we have the feminine really leaning in and trusting the masculine. Here are the same kind of vibes, right? I think that this group needs to work on trusting in the masculine energy. Maybe it's been challenging to trust in the masculine energy in the past. And I feel like if you allow yourself to open up a little bit, you're going to have the opportunity to experience a higher level of trust with a masculine energy that's coming your way. Like maybe this group has had to really be so self-reliant for so long that you've been in a lot of masculine energy. So when there's this masculine coming into your life, it might be a little challenging around like how do you even receive that, you know? We have Pisces energy. Artistic coming up, and kind of makes sense with the music. I feel like this person does have an artistic side to them. Like I think they play music or you meet them in some sort of an artistic space. What else for pile 3? Who is this person? We have the monkey. Quick-witted, charming, lucky, adaptable, bright, versatile, lively, curious, and smart. We have nearby. See, they're definitely within your energetic field, you guys. So very interesting pile 3. Comment below. Let me know what's been going on in your love life and how you feel this could be resonating with you. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye.